Hi, everybody. It's Alex Chair with another leadership briefing with Richard Doran, who's the founder and CEO of Sierra ITS. Hi, Rich. How are you?
Hey, Alex, great to see you.
Great to see you. And today's topic is the one fix that solves today's biggest SAP hiring challenge. So stay tuned because you're going to want to hear this. Before we start, be sure to watch all of our videos at technologyexecutivesclub.com. Hey, Richard, it's good to see you again. Richard's on our board of advisors, and you're also the CEO and founder of Sierra ITS. Real quickly, tell us what you all do.
Alex, thank you for the opportunity to see you again. We specialize in both contract and direct hire in the tech space, and we do a heck of a lot of work with ERP, specifically with SAP. And I wanted to discuss that because as we talk to our clients, there's really a couple common themes, but one that stands out that I think will help organizations that are in the SAP hiring mode to achieve success.
So tell us, what is the biggest SAP hiring challenge? What are we talking about here?
The real mistake is still overscoping the role and underselling the project. So many companies that we talk to are looking for that unicorn, and the unicorn is out there, but the unicorn's on billing. And in order for the organization to be successful, you need to really define what the must-have modules and or skill sets are and go to the market with clarity and efficiency. Because as you and I have talked about before, these SAP resources are not waiting around for jobs, they're on billing.
You're talking about the good one.
Correct. And the SAP ecosystem in 2026 is shifting from just get migrated to let's realize value after the go live. And that takes a special group of people to achieve that. We've worked with a handful of clients that have gone through the S4 HANA implementation and upgrade. And it really does come down to, do you have the best functional and technical players on your team that can not only help you with the migration, but set you up for success with the go live and then really optimizing systems afterwards.
That makes a ton of sense. And then we were talking, just getting ready for this, and you were telling me that there is a big issue with SAP, right? They're going to be cutting support off for.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So with S4 HANA, SAP is, as of 2027, the SAP Business Suite 7 is being relegated to the sidelines. A couple of maintenance exceptions, it'll go through 2030. But the challenge is now there's a lot more companies vying for the same talent. And that comes back to what I said initially. You have to define what the role is, the responsibilities, the modules, and then you've got to come to the market efficiently and effectively with an interview process that's going to help you either hire the right contractor or hire the right direct hire. And that's where unicorns are created.
That makes a lot of sense. So now these people that have really the real experience are going to be even in more demand, is what you're saying. Because as we get near that deadline, all of a sudden people are going to say, we can't put this off anymore.
Yeah. And I've had conversations with clients that, you know, in this market, slow hiring is a self-inflicted talent shortage. Let me say that again. Hiring is a self-inflicted talent shortage because when we source talent that we know can move the needle for our clients, we let them know up front, hey, this is the outcome that this person has created for other clients. Let's go through your hiring process, but let's do it efficiently so that you have the opportunity to hire that unicorn that everyone wants to hire.
When you talk about that, we were talking about this ahead of time, the unicorn. If somebody's really good, they're always going to be busy. So what is the unicorn for this environment that we're talking about that is really tough to get?
Yeah, so Alex, that's a great question. And the unicorn is dependent on where the client or the company is in their migration or their transformation. And sometimes it's the unicorn is a really strong technical resource. Sometimes it's a really strong functional and or business resource. And sometimes it's the third, which is that mixture of techno-functional, where they've got the ability to move the needle both organizationally or business process wise, as well as be able to dig into the code and get that done.
So Well, you know what, as we're getting ready for this leadership briefing, you made an interesting observation that you see these massive numbers like Meta just let go this number of people, Google just let go, but it distorts the picture.
Yeah.
Explain what you meant by that.
Yeah, there's always a churn in the employment market.
Yeah.
And within the general technology market right now, there's a lot of layoffs going on, but there's also a lot of hiring going on. So what's happening right now in the market is a transformation. Companies are going through digital transformation, they're going through AI transformation. You could call it the same. But in the end, individuals who don't have the skill set to bridge the gap to the new technology are going to be left behind. In the SAP world, that's true too. If you're skilled in legacy SAP systems, you're not as marketable as someone who's been through 2 or 3 migrations in the past. Because especially when our clients are looking for contract resources, they want individuals who have done these S/4HANA upgrades and know where the problems will arise, know how to address them both technically as well as functionally. But there's, back to the point, there's always a churn going on in the employment market. And with that, the best players are still being retained. When you see a resource that has the ability to help you move the needle and they've been vetted, you need to move because, like I said before, in this market, slow hiring is a self-inflicted talent shortage. I talk to clients all the time about this. The S/4HANA hiring, it isn't won by companies with the biggest budget. It's won by companies who have the clearest story and the ability to execute on that.
Yeah, the ability to execute. Hey, we found our person. We got to move.
It's go time.
Yeah. Okay. So this has been great, very succinct. It's really about people who are in the SAP space and they need help with SAP and migrations. When should someone be reaching out to you about that particular issue?
So the best time, of course, Alex, is while you're planning and ahead of time, because we can give you the opportunity or we can provide you the information that you need for resource planning from a direct hire perspective on salary, what the going rates are in the contract world, as well as how long it takes to perform those functions of hiring. Contractors are more quickly than direct hires, but at the same time, there's always lead time and we can give you more insights that help you with your planning.
They absolutely should have that information.
Also, Alex, if you're already headlong into the migration and the upgrade, that's where a lot of times clients will come to us and say, you know what, we're short in this functional area, we're short in this technical area, or with this module. And then we can rise to the occasion and help them out really quickly with a contract resource, or less quickly, but just as efficiently with a direct hire.
That totally makes sense. Richard, this has been another great leadership briefing, this time specific on if you're in the SAP world and you're looking at doing migrations or you need help with SAP in general, obviously be sure and reach out to Richard and his team. Richard, thank you for being here today. We appreciate you being part of the community and sharing this advice with everybody.
Great sharing time with you, Alex. Have a good day.
You as well.